Piecemeal. Okay, here we go. This one we need a lot of help. we need everybody, the group mind, to come together heavily. Okay, so what is piecemeal? Repeat the question, what is piecemeal? What is piecemeal? What is piecemeal? Inject a sense of urgency. We need to realise what is piecemeal, what is piecemeal, what is piecemeal. We don't have anything on piecemeal. We need to materialise. We need piecemeal to exist right now for us. It's just the word, the piecemeal. We've got to conjure ex nihilo. The ex nihilo means out of nothing. I remember in RS it said the universe was God made the universe ex nihilo. We're making piecemeal ex nihilo in the room, hopefully. Piecemeal. What is? Beth. What is piecemeal?
Peace.
When you hear the word, what do you think?
Well, I feel like I'm influenced by the pipe that was on the screen.
Cool.
Piecemeal is the floating object. Piecemeal is when you find an object in the antiques shop and you go to ask what its function is, and the lady there says that they don't sell it here. That's not one of the things.
Wow, that's beautiful. Okay, great. Does anybody else want to have a go at answering? What is piecemeal?
So for me, the part of the word which I pick up on is meal. Meal is something which feeds anything in your body. So whether that be the mind, the body, or the soul. Feeding your soul brings you up through chakras or anything going on. Mind is something which helps you flourish in any thought or experience. And then body helps you grow in any aspect. So
I love the meal. A meal is something for any part of your body. Beautiful. And the piecemeal could be a meal that you don't know. Yes?
Piecemeal, does it come from French or something, or what does it mean, like?
What do you think? You decide. You decide.
Like piecemeal,
It comes from a mathematical treatise. It was a word that
the word.
I think I don't know. I don't know where it comes from. Does anybody have any knowledge? That's about what piecemeal is.
So is there a collective to the answer?
Yeah, we're going to figure it out. We're going to figure it out over this process.
Of course, but I mean, as a collective.
As a collective, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the dominance of one individual would be somebody such as Sal would be?
Yeah. Well, I mean, hopefully, I'm going to facilitate it for the group. But you can call me out if at any point you're worried I'm overstepping my line. Feel free. So this is all the data we have on piecemeal currently. So it's these two things. So from all of our piecemeal data, we learned that it's strongly associated with two things: the field of K again, and agriculture. Okay, so we've got that meal, that food. We got the field. Yes, Hannah.
Is the field of K been defined?
It's going to be defined soon. Yeah. We also learned, for some reason, it's opposed to music. Piecemeal is not connected to music. And then it sits in this really interesting position that's unique among every element in the work. It's really neutral. It's really, really neutral towards everything else. So connected, not connected, and then just neutral. Neutral. So if we understand these elements that make up this work as relating to each other, like either negatively or positively, with each element having, on average, an either high degree of relatedness to all the other elements or a low degree of relatedness to all the other elements, very acidic, pushing all the other elements away, or very alkaline, wanting to connect with them all. Piecemeal would be right in the middle. It's a kind of like neutral element existing in a state of non-relation with all of the other elements in the play. Now that could be because it just it hasn't found its identity yet.
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
I'm checking the clock.
Carry on.
Hold on. Just wait for this gospel.
I've never heard so much fucking dog shit.
I know. It's fair enough, so we'll catch you in a bit.
Expand on that.
I'm hearing absolute nonsense.
It is nonsense, it is. But we're having fun though, we're having fun.
Is it for an artistic purpose?
It is for an artist.
It's for a scientific purpose.
Yeah.
Maybe I just didn't get it.
Okay, that's okay.
Maybe I've lost it. So.
Okay. I don't think you have. It's whatever you say. Whatever you say. Okay.
Complete and utter fucking nonsense. There you go.
Cool.
Right, there you go. Do you know what the art is? The art is this thing.
Oh, I mean that. Yeah, a little bit.
There you go. Anyway.
He's like the speaker though, like.
Yeah.
I'm going. Listen to him. Do it you mostly, his words.
Okay. See you later, mate. Catch you in a bit. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and resell. Okay, cool. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Okay. Lock it back in with the piecemeal. Okay, it's not nonsense. It's really serious stuff. Okay, so piecemeal exists in a state of non-relation. That could be just because it hasn't found its identity yet, and even if we were to start identifying it, we would identify it with other neutral things like glasses of water. But this would actually change its position on the scale, because then it would become associated with the orphans of water, and suddenly it would be becoming more connected to the things. So we've got to be very careful with even the metaphors that we use to help us understand what piecemeal is. Okay, so even me just putting an image of a glass of water there is a loaded action that starts moving the associations in our minds in different directions. So. Even though piecemeal doesn't have much associations, even though it's in this kind of neutral state apart from with the field of K, it does have friends. Yes?
So are we precluding the idea that you could just like look up the definition of it? Or is that like not allowed?
Yes.
That's not allowed?
No, it could be allowed. It could be allowed at a later stage. I think we are. I think we're trying to say piecemeal is only what you put in there. You know, there's nothing. There's nothing. It's a container for whatever we decided it's going to mean.
Because my initial thing
Go
would
on.
be to it would just be to look up what it actually.
Yeah, we did. Well, to be fair, at one stage we had a definition of it that we were drawing from, but then we've lost it, and we're moving on with it.
Yeah.
So, what kind of relationship would this be? Would the friends of piecemeal have with piecemeal as something that's very disconnected from its world? Would it be a relationship based on mediation, support, substitution, connecting it up with other elements of the play? What kind of relationship is this? Is it a carer? Is it a friend, etc., etc.? So, we've already tried out a few kind of random, kind of hallucinated identities for piecemeal. Now we're going to go back. Oh, yeah. I'm going to move from that doesn't work too well. So maybe we can learn a bit more about what piecemeal is by learning about the relationship it has with its friends. So, the friends are more related to the orphans of water in the Oxbow Lakes, but piecemeal is more related to Pangaea, interestingly enough. Is this simply, sorry, I'm a little bit thrown off. Is this simply to do with singularity or multiplicity, or is there another reason? That question's just put out there. So then we've also got the coincidence of high levels of, The friends of piecemeal are more connected to the themes of the play, as you can see here, as well as to the other elements that make it up. So the coincidence, but piecemeal is more anxious about the disconnection. Okay? No, piecemeal is not anxious about the disconnection. So, here we have, this shows that the friends are very connected to the other elements of the play. Piecemeal is very disconnected, but the friends are also more anxious about this, whereas piecemeal exists in this state of non-anxiety. So we've got that being pointed out there. This coincidence of high levels of friendship with high levels of anxiety is starting to become a bit of a theme. We talked about it earlier. So we can, does anybody have any conclusions about the relationship between friendship and anxiety in this work that we're kind of like working on?
If you don't have any
Worried
friends,
about each other.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
if you
Great.
don't have any friends, you can't be worried about what they think of you.
True.
Real.
Yeah. It's about the other minds and knowing that. Yeah. Okay, great. Cool. We'll write that one down. So in fact, despite having more friendship, the friends also have more anxiety, which we've explored there. So now we're going to discuss this friendship, which I don't know if I've presented too well, but the idea is that the friends of Piecemeal are more connected with the elements of the play, but Piecemeal is not, and the friends are more anxious and Piecemeal is not. So we're going to discuss this friendship by using our old scale of who's the most associated with each item. So Tanith was chosen as the person most associated with Piecemeal, and Huz's friends' answers were on average the closest to the panel's consensus on the friends, okay? So we're going to ask these two experts to attempt a characterization of the relationship between Piecemeal and its friends. Tanith, could you characterize the relationship of Piecemeal and its friends from the perspective of Piecemeal? And Huz, can you characterize the relationship of Piecemeal and its friends from the perspective of the friends? Tanith, can you go
so I
first?
get this right. From the perspective of the Piecemeal.
Yes. What does it understand its relationship with the friends as being?
So the Piecemeal is sentient.
It is sentient in this case.
The Piecemeal is conscious, probably. Piecemeal is conscious. Yeah, it's floating. It floats. It's a small shape that floats around, like a cuddle in the air.
Wow. What is it, and what is its relationship with its friends?
Yeah, it's just there for you. It's there for you. It's like a present.
It's like,
right?
I think it knows it's essential, but that's it. It knows that it's needed, but
Wow. Yeah.
It's essential.
That's lovely. Huz, do you want to talk about the friends and how they think of this relationship?
What comes under like a friend of peace?
We don't know yet. We're just got associations and friends.
Well, I can say it in a society way.
Go on. Yeah.
So Piecemeal is as this kind of thing that follows a similar trajectory to caviar. Started out as a Russian peasant's food, and then it got co-opted by the upper classes, you know. And I think the Friends of Piecemeal is trying to keep it working class, keep it real, and there's all these factors, you know, all these forces trying to change that.
Super, okay, amazing. Cool, and now we're moving on to the outcome stage. This is what we've got on Piecemeal. We kind of thought it was like those seed balls, then electrons, then some quantum beings with mirrors on them was a phrase that was used. The levitating and the floating of Piecemeal, the hug in the air, which I love, is in there as well. Then I saw, Pokemon cards, Cosmic Comics. And the idea is what this kind of performance of the Piecemeal section will look like once we've figured out what Piecemeal is it would start off on its own, then it would levitate and things would like come into existence around it to support it and help it relate to the play. And then these characters called the Eaters, the consumers of Piecemeal, would somehow emerge out of the friends, or the friends would bring them in, or there's something along those lines is what we had. Before we go to the medium section, this is how far we've got on Piecemeal and its friends in the previous incubations. Now we have our two representatives. We have, yet again, our expert, who is Tanith. So out of the experts as survey takers, Tanith is the one whose answers were on average the closest to the average answers of the group on each question relating to configuration 2. And we have the appointee. So out of the people who so far worked on the project, this is actually funny, the one who the experts judged to be the most associated with configuration 2 was also Tanith, who was the one that actually got all the answers right. So this is a really great moment of collective intelligence where the consensus is the same as the person who knows the most on the subject as well. But Huz was second, so we're going to use Huz as the appointee in this case. So here are your mediums. Appointee, Huz, could you choose 3 outcomes to remove, please? Hold on, I'll just zoom it in a little bit.
A mobile?
You don't want to make a mobile.
No.
Hold on. Great.
Live coding
No live coding.
and a feat of dynamic engineering.
Okay, no feat of dynamic engineering. Tanith, you can either remove 2 more, or save 2, or save 1 and remove 1.
So I'm gonna save a mobile,
Okay, how do I? Oh yeah, I got a rubber.
and we're gonna get rid of an advertisement.
We're gonna get rid of an advertisement. Okay, you guys know how this works. Now, the music is gonna rise up. I'm gonna go and have a drink. And let's. Hello, you're right.
What nonsense?
Oh no, yeah. And now we're going to come up with outcomes for each medium, individually, on the clipboards. Go ahead.
That you initially appear as backup dancers, but it then kind of transpires that actually the backup dancers are kind of restricting where the piecemeal can dance, as in like kind of slowly like crowding and herding it in. And then we get to the Egypt bit. Every audience member has a little lever on their chair, and if they pull that lever, a trapdoor on the stage opens, and slowly all of the friends of the piecemeal fall away. So the piecemeal is no longer oppressed like by the friends. However, it still can't move around, it's still restricted because the rest of the stage is falling away.
Yes. That's. I like the trap, the springy doors. Brilliant. Mika?
I'm going to do an invention with one. So,
An invention.
yeah. So I think the piecemeal is a form of precipitation that is an output from harvesting, like in agriculture, so it's like comes back up in the atmosphere, and the government are thinking there's too much in the atmosphere, so we need to repurpose it somehow. So I'm thinking that the pitch is that it's gonna be repackaged and reharvested and used in everyday skincare routine to make their absorption of nutrients better. So then it's efficient all round, because then their absorption of the agriculture that they're making that produces the piecemeal is then more efficient. So then it might reduce piecemeal, but then it's used for whatever piecemeal.
So good. Oh my god, yes. I love that. Stan?
I'm just gonna make one up. So it's Huz. He's doing a pop science demonstration, and basically Huz has just got he's got a kind of box set of DVDs, and he's just like breaking off bits of them, and he's putting them in a blender. So a bit of David Lynch, a bit of Lion King, and then he blends it up, and then bakes it in the oven, and then he puts it in his DVD player and puts it on. And then you get this kind of like incredible, I don't know, you have to wait and see what it is, basically.
Really good. Hey. Sorry, I didn't get your name. What was your name? Zachary. Hi.
I didn't get much because I was still mentally there. But I got like as a ritual of consumption, but piecemeal is a being, and like wear like a full body suit of pasta or like any carb, any carb will do. And basically like they eat a bit of the stew and think about it for a good 30 minutes, and then everyone eats him slowly over like a long period of time. That's all I got to say.
Brilliant. Like one of those unlike business, the sushi business lunches.
Yeah.
With the
Bento box.
Bento, lunchbox, Tupperware. Hey.
My idea was, because you said piecemeal is like not connected, and then all the friends of piecemeal are like more connected, but they're more anxious. So I thought piecemeal would be like some kind of god, and then it would be like a pop science demonstration to prove that God's real, but it would be like bicarbonate of soda volcano. That would like, I don't know, I feel like everyone in the club, all the friends are like quite like, and then all the bicarbonate of soda foam comes out, and everyone's like, piecemeal's real, and then
Cool. Did you get that one done? Awesome. Hannah, have you got anything for piecemeal?
Yeah, I got was inspired by theatre and the absurd, fictional consumption, and it's like those short form content videos, like a trailer park with Mum and 5, like watch me feed my family with like paid promotion by Piecemeal. So like it's like, you know, like how they do like those videos, and in the video everyone's got like brand new like tea cooking wear.
And no cookie bits. Oh yeah, brilliant. Anybody on the panel got anything?
We had, well, it was mostly the ideas that we shared with you about Nicholas's final words. Do what you must, it is what it is. In relation to theatre of the absurd, we concluded Piecemeal, well, he concluded Piecemeal with those words because they were completely neutral pH. Do what you must, it is what it is. And that was provoked by the theatre of the absurd, which we've been doing.
Wow, that's great. That definitely has to be wrapped in. That's brilliant. Okay, guys, thanks so much for participating. We're gonna have, I think we'll have like 20-minute, half-hour break. And
20 minutes.
20 minutes to get, and then
Maybe 15 minutes. That's quite a long
15
break.
minutes is a long break.
Maybe 10 minutes.
Well, I think 15 is nice. I think 15 is good.
It's pretty good.
I think we'll do 15 minutes, and then we'll be finished by 10 o'clock, and then we'll come back. We've got one more kind of set of outcomes and kind of debates and stuff to have. It's going to be a slick. The next presentation, I'm going to be back on. It's going to be good. Okay.